Because when somebody knows that you know who they really are and what their real problems are, then they feel like they can trust you to help them solve those problems. So critical.
We're actually being a lot more effective. So we're actually fixing what their issues are and fixing the real problems. And so that way, when we evaluate the effectiveness of training later, clients are noticing that they're getting a lot more for their money, and that always makes them happy. Which means that they come back to us again, or to me, and because they trust me now, and they're asking me, well, what about this? We have another issue over here. What can you do about this issue as well, too? So it's definitely helped build a lot stronger relationships with clients, and be able to offer a lot more effective solutions.
We as consultants and anyone coming into this business really needs to understand how to use the assessments. And there's so many applications. And there's so much depth, and it keeps going further and further. So a lot of consultants, from what I've seen and who I've spoken to that have started in business, expected some kind of quick return. And I don't think there is a quick return. I really believe that this is the kind of business where you have to develop the relationship, and you can use the assessments to develop that relationship, and you can use the assessments to further and grow that relationship and enhance it. And that's the key, is to understand and embrace that whole process, and know that there's a lot of information, and it's just not that quick. It really is something that takes time, and but it's worth it.
What we do when we first come into a company after they sign the contract is we do a WES, workforce engagement study, and that allows us to give the client a real fix on what the culture really is and what the cultural differences might be, and it gives them against a national normative. So, I mean, it just puts in clear voice to them exactly what their issues are and how they need to address them.
In fact, in the beginning, I was going to have the assessments as about 25% of my business. But going through with what Profiles was able to provide me, and the success of the assessments and the reaction that I was getting back from my clients, it's right now, it is 98% of my business. I was doing some other HR things, which kind of boring in a lot of ways, but I guess now I'm really turned around. All I do now is sell the Profiles products, because I can show, number one, good results and a great return on investment to companies that they're looking for.
We help people hire the right people, get the right people in the right jobs. We extensively use the assessments through every stage of the development of people in the company, and then that leads into some of the training that we do, leadership training, strategic planning, that sort of thing, that helps these small companies get their feet on the ground and get going.